everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is, in my opinion, Ciara Miller being very delusional and hypocritical, and Paige DeSorbo thou does protest a little bit too much, and what's going on with Craig and the whole breakup. So before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And as always, you guys, if you are a giggler, a giggly squad, ride or die cult person, this might not be the episode for you unless you are open to hearing other people's perspectives, because I'm going to be brutally honest about what I think is really going on here with Ciara and Craig and Paige. So let's go. So this is according to to Us Weekly. It says Ciara Miller has her Summer House co-star Paige DeSorbo's back when it comes to navigating the latter's breakup from Craig Conover and the cheating rumors that followed. Quote, I honestly think it would have been nice if Craig defended Paige, just given the past 3 years, Miller, 29, said on Wednesday, February 12th episode of the Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. So basically, this is what she said on Watch What Happens Live. I feel like Paige has been so generous in cleaning up things and not letting things come to air. Ciara added, I think this one time that Paige needed him to say something and he didn't. Paige didn't cheat on Craig and he knows that. Regardless of what he wants to say, I feel like we all know what he's doing. Paige revealed late last year that she and Conover broke up after 3 years of dating. After DeSorbo was later spotted with another man, speculation arose that she was unfaithful. The Summer House star, for her part, denied the accusations, while Conover has yet to publicly corroborate DeSorbo's account. By not saying anything, he knows exactly what he's doing, Miller said. I think he's milking it. I actually think it was Lindsay who said he was milking it, not Ciara, and that he was sort of playing this part as like the scorned ex-boyfriend. Lindsay Hubbard needs to pipe down. That's a whole nother video of her nonsense. Anyway, Craig later unfollowed Ciara on Instagram without further addressing her Watch What Happens Live remarks. Okay. This is the thing. I'm about to break all this down. Number one, Ciara, sit down and shut up. You are so delusional. Number one, how dare you? How dare you and Lindsay be like, oh, Craig is milking this breakup. He should be defending Paige. He knows she didn't cheat, and he's just playing this scorned ex-boyfriend role. Number one, Craig and Paige were together for 3 years. This man wanted to marry her. He wanted to have children with her. He was creating a life around her. Ciara, you are still butthurt and bitter over West breaking up with you when you barely had an even situationship. You barely had a friends with benefits with this man for like 1.25 months over the summer of filming, and you're still mad at West and you're still hating on him. So why don't you give Craig a little bit of grace that your BFF bestie Paige broke up with him when he was planning on proposing to her? So make it make sense how all of a sudden you have all this smoke for Craig and acting like he's, whining and milking it and playing a part, when he literally spent 3 years of his life thinking that this is going to be his wife, and you still can't even talk to, look in the eye, have a normal, mature adult conversation with Wes, who you didn't even really date. Like, Wes was never your man, sweetheart, boo-boo, and you're still salty over it. Like, make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. Girl, bye. Be quiet. Go to therapy and get some help and work on yourself, because you have a nasty personality. You have a nasty attitude. I don't think you're funny. I don't think you're a nice person. Okay? So pipe down. And Lindsay, you need to pipe down too. Okay? Because Lindsay, we all know Lindsay's track record with men. She broke her and her and Carl broke up their engagement. 2 months later, she's knocked up by some dude. Word on the street is that they are now broken up. So, Lindsay, you need to pipe down too and worry about your household and what's going on over there with your baby daddy. Okay. Now, Paige, girl, thou dost protest much. I also have never been a giggly squatter. I don't get the Paige hype. I don't get the Hannah hype. I don't think Paige is this fashion girl. I don't think she has great style. That's just my opinion. There's a lot of people who love her style, who are gigglers. That's cool. I'm just not one of those people. I think she's kind of boring. I think she's kind of flat. That's just me. When it comes to her and Craig, Paige, I don't care what she wants to say. Her star rose by being with Craig. It is what it is. Craig was a bigger star, and Craig brought her along. It is what it is. Paige was not Paige from Summer House. She wasn't popping the way she was popping until Craig and Paige became sort of this like Bravo golden couple. Now, she helped him too. I'm not going to completely knock her and not give her flowers. She helped him too. She helped him to grow up, to mature, to also have this sort of halo Bravo couple effect. They helped each other, okay? They did. Also, it's not up to Craig to clear up cheating rumors when I think that Craig believes that she did cheat on him. And those rumors did not come from Craig. Word on the street, allegedly, is Joe D'Amelio, or however you say his last name, Paige's rumored new boyfriend, who, by the by, was literally engaged to another whole woman called Rachel Durant. They were engaged. Rachel was the one who came out and said that Paige was DMing her man, her fiance, saying, "You need to break up with Rachel and be with me." Now we've seen Paige and this guy at the Super Bowl on vacation. They've been holding hands in the same hotel room. And word on the street, Joe is telling his friends that him and Paige been hooking up as late as last Halloween. And according to Paige, she broke up with Craig over Thanksgiving. How is that not cheating? If you believe those rumors, if you believe those allegations. I do. It is my opinion. I don't think that Paige would have left Craig without already having a backup, without already having caught a bigger fish. I think in the beginning of the relationship, Craig was the bigger fish. I think that Paige has felt that she has outpaced him, and now she wants an even bigger fish. She wants Joe. Joe's Italian. She's Italian. She loves her heritage. He comes from a crap ton of money. He's a Nepo baby. His dad was the CFO of Pfizer. That's that pharmaceutical money, big time money. He's a bigger celebrity in the sense than Craig, not in like the Bravo world, but he works with Adele's husband, sports management team. So it's like the LeBron James, I don't know, basketball, like, the big sports guys and all like the football guys and the basketball, that whole celebrity world. You know what I mean? So I think Paige was ready to trade up. And at the end of the day, that's fine. You're allowed to break up with people. You're allowed to move on. You're allowed to want something different. But I don't think that where I think it goes wrong is stop trying to villainize Craig for not defending you when you just broke up with him when he thought that you guys were going to be married and have children. That makes zero sense. And if you flip it, and by flip it, I mean flip it when it comes to genders. Would anybody expect Craig to be like, Paige, if Craig was the one who broke up with Paige, you need to defend me and tell people I didn't cheat on you? Would anybody expect that? No, you would be like, Craig, you're crazy. Why would your ex-girlfriend who thought she was going to marry you and have your children defend you? Makes zero sense. I also think Paige is lying when she says at they pick the film back, the cameras back up, and she's like, "Oh, I caught Craig texting two women during our relationship, and he wants to say I'm cheating." I don't believe that for a second. I think Craig was so delusional and drinking the Paige Kool-Aid, I don't think he would cheat on her. I don't think so. I think his grief is genuine and real. And I don't think Paige would have stood for that. Unless this whole I'm an independent bad boss babe, I don't need a man, no man treats me bad. Maybe that's an act. But if that's really who you are, why are you staying with your man who now you want to claim cheated on you twice? The math isn't mathing, babe. Now, where I do have thoughts on Craig is in the same way I would for a woman. Again, to switch the roles. Craig, if your partner, Paige, is choosing work over you, is making every excuse in the book not to truly commit to you, if you have to lie to your friends, if you have to front to your friends about, the status or the state of your relationship, of course you keep certain things private and sacred in your relationship. But if fundamentally you're not being honest about what's going on in your relationship, if it's been 3 years and they're giving you every excuse in the book why they not really are going to commit to you and that's what you want, then you have to take ownership that you stayed in a relationship based on the potential of it and not the reality of it. I would say that to a woman. If you flipped it, if a woman was with a man for 3 years, she wanted to be married, she wanted to settle down, she wanted kids, and he was like, I want to put work in myself above everything else. I want to put, I want to live where I want to live. I want to work. I want to do this and that. I can't fully commit to you. Everyone would say, he is wasting your time, sweetheart. He's wasting your time. You're not it for him. He's making excuses, not prioritizing you because at the end of the day, you're not it for him. Same thing, Craig. It's just the genders are reversed. So Craig needs to admit, yeah, you know what? I knew the signs were there. I chose to ignore them. I knew the signs were there. I chose to not be honest about it. I choose to be delusional. I choose to drink the Kool-Aid. I chose to pretend like our relationship was so much better and holier than everybody else's because he did. He acted like him and Paige were above it all. They were so much better than Shep. They were so much better than Austin. They were so much better that they were this pristine couple. And all of that was a facade. It was a bunch of BS behind the curtain. Like everybody knew she wasn't that into him. And he was holding on for dear life. We're just seeing it with the genders reversed. So the same thing I would say to a girlfriend, sweetheart, you let him use you. You let him lead you on. You chose to be delusional. Doesn't make it right, but you need to take accountability for the role you played in this. That's the same thing I would say to Craig. But Paige over here acting like, oh my God, he needs to defend me and blah, blah, blah. Paige, pipe down. You were the only person milking it was Paige. You were milking your relationship with Craig for as long as you could to get all of the endorsements, all the brand deals, all the halo effect of being this Bravo golden couple. You were milking it for all it was worth. And then when you found a bigger, better fish, you chucked Craig back. And now you want to play victim. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. There's nothing wrong with breaking up. There's nothing wrong with leveling up. But don't try to villainize Craig when all said and done, it seems like you were the one who was actually cheating. And Ciara, go to therapy, work on your issues, because you're a nasty person. All right. That's all I have to say. So as always, you guys, I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to put it down below and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.